Hello everyone. So today we have three of our students who enrolled to my courses and have made it to this ODCL course, which is a new course I would say, and not many people know about it. So the first thing we will do is first we will get a brief introduction about each and every individual, and then we will also try to know what is this ODCL, what is this ODCL course, and what TISS is looking for in ODCL aspirants. Okay, so we will start with Kalpana Pandit.
Yeah, hello everyone. As you all know, my name is Kalpana Pandit. I am basically from Hyderabad. I've done my graduation in commerce, and then I was working with Deloitte for over a period of 4 years. I was working as an external auditor over there, and briefly, I think after I had gotten into Deloitte, I thought that I should pursue uh, a different path, more of a management path. So that's when this thought of going to the MBA way came to me, and then I was like, okay, let me look for courses. Fortunately, I was advised by my seniors from TISS. A couple of them told me about ODCL course, and I had applied in the year 2019. Unfortunately, the first time I couldn't get through. The second time when I applied, I got through because Prateek also helped me. We were preparing right from the TISSNet days, and then even with the interview and the extempore, he had helped me through and through everything. And yeah, now here I am pursuing MA in ODCL this year.
Okay, okay, so that is your journey. Can you tell me one thing? How many years have you worked at Deloitte, and what is the criteria for ODCL course?
Yeah, so at Deloitte, I was working for a period of 4 years, and the eligibility criteria for MA ODCL is 2 years.
Okay, so you must have an experience of 2 years, then only you are eligible for ODCL course. So basically, if you want to take a jump in your career, so then this course is best suited for you. And I also came to know this is the first such course in India. Can you elaborate about that?
Yeah, so even when I read up on it, I didn't really know about the course too much. And then when I was reading on it on the website, I was very shocked to know that this is one of the best courses, and in the sense it's only offered in TISS. So that just struck me, and I was even more motivated to pursue the course.
Okay, we will get back to you. Then, Ankita, can you introduce yourself and share your journey?
Yeah, sure. So, hi all, my name is Ankita, and I hail from Ratnagiri district of Maharashtra. So, I have graduated in electrical engineering in 2018, and thereafter I worked with Infosys for a couple of years as a systems engineer. So, like most of the engineering students who have been in the position of responsibility during their college days, so I also developed my interest in management and administrative functions during those days, and that's why I decided pursuing management as a career. So I took my time to choose a good program for me because this time it was to be a program uh, which was going to be useful for the next many years as a profession. So I took my time for searching the good program, and then I came to know about this ODCL program. Yeah, so right now I'm pursuing the same through TISS.
Okay, then Sibasis.
Yeah, hi all. My name is Sibasis Chowdhury, and I hail from the city of Jai, Kolkata. So I completed my BTech in biomedical engineering in 2015. After that, I worked as a quality assurance analyst at Tata Consultancy Services, Kolkata. So my story is also much like Ankita. I was working in an IT company as a quality assurance
analyst. So basically, you
having a working experience of 6 years, I was trying to move in. Yeah, so that's where it actually came.
Okay, so you are saying that you also worked in IT company just like Ankita, and for working around 5 to 6 years, you thought of changing your So that was your part. And then the second question, which is an obvious question, which comes to everybody's mind is what is ODCL? What is the full form of ODCL and what is this OD? So Kalpana, can you tell the full form of ODCL and what is OD?
Yeah, so it is organization development, change, and leadership. Now, I think everyone gets confused as to what this course is about, and are all these same terms, and how is it supposed to be pronounced, and so on. So organization development is one part of it, change management is another, and leadership is the third part of it. Now, organization development is basically anything that has got to do with the gap identification in where a company is currently and where it wants to, where it aims to get at, right? So it can be in any form. It can be basically if there is a leadership change that is supposed to be done, then organization development is involved, or maybe a cultural assessment, then organizational development is involved. And not just that, not just in HR fields, organization development is basically a process that can be applied in any of the domains, be it strategy, be it operations or marketing. Even for employee branding and all of that, organization development is used. So basically anything that has got to do with developing employees' potential and bringing employees with the alignment of the company and its value, organization development comes to play there at that point in time. Now, change management is a part of organization development. So basically, first organization development comes in where you diagnose, pre-diagnose where the company is at and where it wants to get at. And then change management is a sort of a tool through which you get to do those developments in the organization. So that's about it. And then at the same time, you need the right leadership also to implement these processes. So that's the third portion of it, which is leadership.
Okay. So basically any change which you want to, because the workplace is a very dynamic place, we can say, and because of new things coming in, like, the new generation coming in and the new technology like automation coming in,
right?
How we do business processes, they will have ramifications over that. Okay.
Yes.
So how better we can adjust to changing scenarios so that we should go to our aspiration, our aim, objective. So that is basically change management, we can say. And any perspective, Ankita, you want to share?
Yeah, actually, I will just add one more point here. So it is definitely a change management process that OD helps out, but rather it focuses more on the people side of the change management, because people are the crucial part of any organization. So OD helps at the people side of it and involving those people in the process and making them aware or rather confident about this process, and so that they also can bring the change in themselves.
Okay, so basically you are saying it is also it has also a component of HR, that is people management in a way. Okay. Yeah. Then Sibasis.
Yeah. Actually, organization development has a much wider or broader scope than HR. Actually, it encompasses all the levels that are there in an organization. So we cater to both the people and also technological or structural changes that are required in an organization.
The market for it is also going to expand in the future. Now, I would like you people to tell me what are the steps of TISS selection, how TISS selects students for any particular course, for example, ODCL. So what is the process? So Kalpana, you can tell the complete process, then you can discuss one, Ankita will discuss the other, and Sibasis will discuss another. Okay?
Yeah. So the prelim, the examination that everyone needs to.
Yeah, as far as I know, basically it consists of, I would say, in a way, 3 stages.
Right.
Where the first one is TISS net.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, now you can elaborate.
Yeah, so as Prateek mentioned, the first step is TISSNet exam. And TISSNet basically has three components in it. One is the GK part of it, second is English, and third is the Quant part of it. Quant and LR, a little bit of LR, both. So now GK is something that is the make or break subject, and it covers 40 questions, each 1 mark each, so 40 marks. And English and Quant is both 30 each. So with respect to TISSNet, the cutoff for GK, there's a cutoff for GK also. If you do not belong to any category, it is 14 marks. If you don't clear that cutoff, then even if you've got more marks in your English and Quant portion, you will still be denied admission. Denied further round process this thing, because you need to clear the GK cutoff of 14 marks. So that's about it with TISSNet. I think Ankita and Sibasis will elaborate more on.
Yeah. So Ankita, can you elaborate? There was going to be something called TISSMAT. So if you can speak about TISSMAT also, because we don't know what is going to happen this time, although it was cancelled. So elaborate the TISSMAT and also the ERT process which happened. Yeah.
So actually, for the last years, the process have been the different. So this year, it's supposed to be the three-step process, and the second being the TISSMAT. So TISSMAT for the ODCL and HRML course, and TISSPAT for the respective courses. So TISSMAT was supposed to be consisted of the three sections, or rather four sections, which consisted mainly of the APT, more focused on the DI part of it, data interpretation. The business awareness was going to be there, and the this time they had added also the essay writing part and it.
Okay, so that was something which was planned, which was going to happen.
Yes.
Then suddenly we had this
It was
pandemic,
scrapped off.
second wave of pandemic, and due to which it was cancelled. Okay, so I will come to you and ask the experience of your experience during the same time. But what is the third process, OPI, and how it is done, and what is the main thing which is required there? Sibasis.
Okay. Okay, so like as she said that TISSMAT got cancelled. So after that, what happened was there was an extempore round that happened that was clubbed with our interview. So before our interview started, there was a 3 or 4 minute session which was taken as a part of the interview, in which we were given one topic. If we are able to speak on that topic for say about 3 minutes, that is that extempore part. But if someone is not able to provide an extempore on the first topic, he'll be given a second topic. And that minute just before the interview, and after that the interview would go on as per the schedule.
Okay, so you are saying that ERT was nothing but extempore, where you were given the first topic, and if you are not comfortable with that, you will be given the second topic.
Topic, yeah.
And the time duration of that complete process was 5 minutes, and you had to speak for around 3 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, maximum in 3 minutes.
Yeah, it carried 100 marks. It was of 100 marks. Okay.
100 marks.
So I believe, this was my personal belief, that your extempore, because the panel for extempore and the panel for interview, they're similar. They're same.
Similar,
okay.
Yeah, same.
So, so whatever you spoke in your extempore, that had somewhere, that was the first impression you were making in front of the panel. And if you spoke better in the extempore, then OPI would have been better, because I have seen all my students getting similar marks in extempore as well as OPI. Okay, something around 75, 75, 80, 80, something like that. Okay, so yeah, what is OPI? How many panelists are there?
Yeah, we had, like for my case, I had 3 panelists for the OPI, which was same as that of the extempore. So yeah, that was it, 3 panelists.
Okay, so the 3 panelists will first read your DAF. There is something called detailed application form, which you will have to fill up after qualifying for TISSNet, and they will go through the DAF in quite detail. Okay, all the 3, and then they will ask or generate questions from that and also from the OD. Okay, and then they will ask you questions either from your hobby, either from your work case, or directly a question from ODC.
Prateek, just one thing I will like to add, like from my experience in the OPI actually, that can be of help to the coming students is like under the ODCL section, there were a list of about 5 books that were given. Okay. So in my interview, I was said that have you read any one of the books, and if you have read it, please tell what have you learned from it. Book.
So actually in the description, the course description only, they have specified the names of those books. Okay. And all those books are with me right now. So yeah, I can share with the students. So that's a different thing.
Also, Prateek, I have a different experience of interview. Like you said, example, it had percussions on interview. So what happened with me is that I lost connectivity when I was giving my example. So they were not able to hear most of what I say. So, but I didn't think that it impacted. Yeah. So they actually made me comfortable that it was okay that I lost the connectivity, and thereafter they continued with my interview. So I didn't feel any impact of my.
I had one experience I'd like to share actually. I had one of my interviews on 3rd of July. Okay. But I lost one of my relatives on the 2nd of night. Couldn't go for that interview on 3rd. So like when I mailed them and asked them for a reschedule, they scheduled it again to 12th. So they are very accommodative. Like really, it was nice also from the panelists also. So that was a good experience I had before joining this.
So if at all they are, trying to make you uncomfortable, they are trying to make you uncomfortable on purpose. They are not some, strict teachers or something. They are very comfortable people, and they are trying to check your, how you handle pressure maybe, and that is why they grade.
Actually, Prateek, adding on to that, I think what they're trying to also additionally understand is how much of it have you understood from whatever you've read from the book, and along with that, how can you relate it to whatever happened in your work experience? So if you are able to relate whatever readings you've done from the book to your work experience, that is a big, add-on to your experience with the panelists. So that's something that I wanted to share.
Yeah, so now I would like to ask all of you, so when did you came to know about our initiative, and during what, I would say, phase, which phase, testnet phase or when? So I think Kalpana contacted me before testnet, and yeah.
Yeah, so with me, I had a very nice experience with Prateek. I got to know about Prateek's initiative around, I think it was December end. I was fortunate enough to know about his YouTube channel, and I'd seen a couple of videos which he had posted. And adding on to that, I think what gave me more understanding and more, confidence to approach him is that he is from the UPSC background. For me, I was okayish with maths and English. Where I lacked was in the GK portion of it. So all in all, I think when I contacted Prateek, I told him about my journey so far and how much I've done, whatever preparation I've had done and all of that. And we spoke sometime around December end, and he told me, don't worry about any of your GK preparation, leave it to me. I will cover all in all. Don't GK is not that difficult. It's only, the way someone teaches you.
I can share one thing that I used to share very minimal stuff, or you can say the number of questions, the number of facts which I used to share was around 8 per video. Okay. So students, they started complaining, sir, itna kam se kaise hoga? So you are providing very less. Okay. So they thought I should provide a lot of stuff and, just fill their mind with stuff. So that is not the way things work. Actually, you will have to pick and choose something which is important and pick and choose something which is not important. And that I have seen that has happened in the testnet round, that has happened in the extemporary round, as well as OPI. So only the focus thing they ask, they will not ask any random stuff. Okay. So that I think that that is one thing that most people or most students need to focus upon, because you don't have to remember the quality is important, quantity is not that important. And yes, after I remember after TISSNet, uh, she was Kalpana only who told me to continue with this math and
Yeah.
essay writing. So I called her and she told me that you can start this thing because you are good at business quiz. And yeah, I actually made a lot of efforts in making business quiz, but
Yeah.
unfortunately that didn't happen because this math was cancelled. So anyhow, we'll see this time.
Yeah,
And
but
then
then
yeah,
all in all, I just want to add on one thing that my experience with other coaching institutes with respect to TISS has not been so great, in the sense they keep bombarding us with so much information, which I think, you know, that just adds on to the tension and as well as the pressure. So in that aspect, I think Prateek knows, he makes it, you know, very custom based and only gives you whatever is relevant for the TISSNet preparation. So whoever's, you know, enrolling with Prateek, be rest assured that your GK for sure is sorted. Don't worry about the GK portion of it. Even the quant and the English piece of it, I think he does. All in all, he's you know, he's very hardworking, and he he used to give me a. I used to in fact reach out to him at any given point, even let it be 12 o'clock or 12:30 or whatever time. He used to always be available for any sort of, even if it's a very silly doubt, he's always there to, you know, take up those doubts and clarify them then and there. Even if it goes on till 1 hour, he'll keep explaining you till you get the concept.
I remember one incident actually before TISSNet.
Yeah.
So I saw that Kalpana sent me some Excel sheet containing the topics which are important, which are not important, how many questions can come, something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So I saw that this girl is so serious about it. So we should do something for her. So that is why whenever I see somebody who is ready to, you know, who is receptive and is ready to work hard, so that is something which encourages you as a person to go that extra mile for that person and do something. And the same thing happened. I think Ankita, she met me after TISSNet, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after TISSNet, she, you know, actually, I think one of your friend was there, na? One of
Yeah.
your friend. So he was for some disaster course or something.
Disaster management.
So he initially thought he sir might be helping for HR course. He won't be able to help in disaster course. Okay. So he was very reluctant to, you know, enroll. But when he enrolled eventually, then he came to know that it was equally good, and he was also selected in it, ultimately. And Ankita, I think we had OPIs, and can you share
Uh,
your experience? Yeah,
yeah,
I
sure.
think you had a lack of confidence.
Yeah. So actually, unlike Kalpana, I got to know about your initiative just 2 days prior to the state exam happening. So I was like, why I didn't got to know earlier. So I remember like I had already prepared for GK, but when it comes to GK, I always get anxious. So just revise whatever I have already learned. So I watched these two videos which were made by Prateek, and they covered few points, just the names of the that were there. So it helped me revising it in a fast manner, and I also added few new points to my GK part. And so I cleared TISSNet, and after clearing TISSNet, my first thing was enrolling with Prateek for the TISSMAT preparation, because I had known that he was from the UPSC background, and it would be really helpful in essay writing part. So I took his help for essay writing, but eventually it didn't happen. But that guidance on essay writing helped me in forming the structured opinions during the extempore and OPIs as well.
Yeah, The Sibasis,
I got to know about Ignited IAS from Kalpana only. Like I was in a random WhatsApp group for TISS preparation, and one fine day she just shared this Ignited IAS YouTube channel and just said that to go with it, like to study the videos. So like I studied the first two, and then I felt that why I didn't get a hang of it a little bit earlier. That would have been very much helpful. But yeah, got through to TISSNet and then enrolled into the TISSMAT program of Ignited IAS. So yeah, I had to write a lot of stuffs like essays to Prateek and make sure that we had a session with him one-on-one after every 2 or 3 days.
Here, one memory I want to share, that Sibasis used to work during those days. So he used to write essays and send to me, and we had discussions at night. At night. So you were also very serious. You wrote essays on a regular basis, although TISSMAT didn't happen, but the seriousness was there.
TISSMAT didn't happen, but that knowledge and the guidance that you gave, it always stayed. And somehow in the interview and the OPI that I went for, the OPI and the extempo that I went, so I used all those like stuffs that you said, the small things, the small adjustments that you said. So those remained with me, and no knowledge goes waste. So that was a very learning that I got. So yeah, I'm really very thankful to the efforts that you have put. And definitely the
I would like to share the experience because I think apart from the course specific, Prateek was also helpful outside the course. Okay? So one thing that he observed during my OPIs was that I lacked confidence while speaking. So he gave me that boost that I should be more assertive while speaking as well. That I should also go out and say the things that I do, like my hobbies. I do sketching class and other things. So he told me that you should put it in the social media so that you also get confident about it. So outside the preparation, also at a personal level, also he was really helpful.
Initiative was really great, like the one that you took for the example.
So what actually happened now? They told that something called online assessment is going to happen, and they told it very early in the mid June or something, 10th of June, and then they started with that. They didn't told anything what was the thing in online assessment. So then and there only I predicted they can take extempore, or they can have some viva sort of thing. Okay, so eventually that was announced just 15 to 16 days earlier, the interview, that they are going to take the extempore. For continuous 15 days, I did that. I hosted that gathering, and where almost 50-55 people, they used to come on a regular basis, and now also we are having that, and every day some 80-84 people who are enrolled to my course will come, and we will have that. Okay, so that is something which was very innovative and which became quite popular. And most of the people, most of the students who were regular speakers out there, they made it to TISS.
I would just like to highlight, Prateek, that that clubhouse initiative of yours gave us a little bit of extra confidence in terms of how to put out your points, how to articulate your thoughts, what all should be said, what all should be avoided. All that just gave, and what is the peer level preparation. It just made us sort of think in those terms and understand how to put across your points in front of the panelists. That is a very big game changer, I think. That
the confidence, you can say. Then you have to write an essay, then confidence is not that required. But when you have to speak, you have to speak. And most of the students who apply for TISS, there are people who are from good institute, but there are people who are from who were not knowing the meaning of extempore. Okay, so for them it was like a big thing, and they have never spoken, they have never given an extempore. And I remember one student, he was from Maharashtra and he was not that comfortable with English. So, and he was also stammering. He has this problem of stammering. So, but the knowledge was very good. he cleared the, I think, MPH course. So he was very good at speaking, but that confidence was lacking. But I gave him that confidence in whatever language you speak. If you speak in Hindi also, it is quite fine. If you are applying for some course like MHA or maybe MPH, etc., or other courses. But for HR and ODCL, you should be speaking English, because most of the people will go in some MNC where you will have to speak English.
But adding on to that, I think if you have a little bit of discomfort with English, it's okay to request your panelists to switch over to Hindi or whichever language you're comfortable in, and they will make that adjustment with you. That won't be a barrier in your interview.
Okay, so now I will ask you people some of the questions which my students have asked. So the first question which I want to ask is whether the internship is counted as work experience. In work experience, this is a question by Sakshi Jain. So Sakshi Jain is one of my students. She has asked, is internship experience considered as the work experience for ODCL course? So no, it is not.
No, it's not counted as work experience.
Okay. So you should have 2 years of regular work experience.
Minimum 2 years.
Yeah, minimum 2 years.
Even if it's a startup, it should be a registered startup. In case anyone is working on a startup. So that is one additional clarification.
Okay, fine. Then what kind of experience are preferred? Is there any preference for selection at TISS? I don't think, because what I have found is they encourage diversity. They want people from different domains coming together and learning ODCL. Okay, this was a question by Ritika. And then Arnab Gupta, he says, or he asks a question: how will high work experience of 5+ years have an impact on, selection or campus?
Sibasis, you want to take that?
Yeah, I know Arnav will be asking this one. Yeah, so like there is nothing as sort of like this. So I myself have got on an experience of 6 years. So work experience or the number of years that you have will not be a hindrance. The only main thing that they see is how well you are able to transfer your experience to your knowledge. That is the most important thing, and you have to be honest that why are you really wanting to be a part of this course. That's the 2 things that this really sees. And just one thing that I would like to say, like for the students that are who are now reading and aspiring to be an ODCL, whatever you are reading, try to connect that to the environment situation. Try to see it from that light. That will eventually help you in getting through the interview. That's one like success of mantra, small one.
Okay. Then we have one more question by a student who is aspiring for MHA and MPH course. She has some experience, okay, in that medical or health background. So she had asked, is the experience, if having an experience in health field will be counted as experience in ODCL? So I think yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sibasis.
Yeah, like whenever he or she has a experience in the health background and coming for ODCL interview, the interview panelist will first ask him that why is he making a switch, and he or she can put up a good justification, and his justification is concrete, let alone he will be selected. But that justification has to be strong enough and not just a mere justification.
Okay. Then Priya Madhyan, she is asking a question: what is that one key factor that TISS looks for before admitting any person to ODCL? So as you just said, that justification and conviction. So
I think
anybody can.
Ankita bolo.
Okay. So they are more concerned about your journey, right? So as far as you can justify your journey till the enrollment in ODCL, so they are fine with it.
Okay, so if you can convince that you are a genuine candidate looking for a genuine, you have genuine aspirations and clarity of purpose, and that is why you want to take ODCL, then they will take you. Okay. And then Jagrati Naga, she has a couple of questions, that what does an ODCL individual's contribution in an organization will be? I mean, in what role he will get some job after, doing a degree of ODCL?
Yeah, so typically after completing the course, you will be getting several roles. First one, it can be an external consultant or an internal consultant with any of the companies. Then you can also get into any of the L&D roles, learning and development roles. And then apart from that, you can also get into HR roles. I think all in all, you can get into any role which is prevalent with any company. You can also get into if there is an OD department with the company, then you can get into that department as well. I think more than anything, the process is OD as such is a process. So what is more important is how you can assess or get the company from one point to the other.
Into HR duties.
Yeah.
There is also one question by Jagrati only. So she's right now an HR. Okay. So if she wants to come to ODCL, can she come?
Yes. We definitely, we have one of our peers who was working as an HR VP earlier, and he is pursuing the course right now. So it is a very good career path as well for. There's no barrier.
Okay, so this was, I would say, some of the questions from my students, and we will be taking questions from them, and there will be more such sessions. I want to thank you all for taking time and coming here and clarifying the doubts and sharing your journey and letting people know what is ODCL. Okay, so thank you. Thanks for coming. Yeah.
I think we should be saying thanks to you, Prateek, for helping us come to TISS and making a dream, a true reality.
Yeah.
So even I never thought that so many of my students will qualify for final list in TISS. I think the number is right now 86. So some 86 of my students have qualified for final round of TISS. So that is, and the main thing is that my initiative, it has started as a crowdfunding platform. Kalpana might be knowing that. Okay, it was a crowdfunded platform, and the first donor who donated to my initiative, he also got selected. The second donor, he also got selected. Okay, so that is something which is good. And yeah, so that is why I basically want to thank all the people who believed in me and initially donated, and that is why I'm here and you are here basically. So yeah,
we all believe in you. And your initiative has got a much bigger this time, like with all the courses and that you have brought in. I really know that all the people that who are enrolled in this course will obviously be in TISS as a junior next year.
Definitely.
All the best.
Some of them are very talented. Most of them are talented. Okay, so I hope that they will qualify and they will, go in the best of the courses at TISS.
Also, I think even the people who haven't made it to TISS, also they have got a lot from this course. So it will be helpful for them in the life as well. So
and another student who missed TISS net by some marks, she made it to RBI grade B examination. Okay, which is a very good examination, and she is appearing for UPSC right now, and she talks to me, take my consultation on each and everything. And those of you who are in TISS, either for this course or for any other course for that matter, they also come to me and talk to me on a regular basis, and also they give and share some ideas. Like many ideas were shared by Kalpana also. And similarly, there are other people like Neelam is there. She also shares some idea. And Pooja is there. She also shares some idea. And other people are there. She also shared their ideas. Okay, so many people are there. I can't name them all. So that is one thing. So I believe that whatever this initiative is a joint effort, which is not just by me, but also by my creative students. Okay, and yeah, I will share this video to all the students who want to prepare for ODCL, and I will also let other people know about it. So thank you.